Hey guys, this is gonna be the review of the Manchester United vs Newcastle game. Um, I'm recording this day, no, 12, 16 hours after the game. The game ended at 4:30 a.m. for me in Japan, so yeah, I chose to go to sleep instead. Right, so let's dive into it. United won 4-1. Yes, I was expected to win that game. My prediction was 4-0, so at least I got the 4 right, but I mean, we've been scoring 4 goals at home, so nothing special about that. And Newcastle played well. They started off well, gave us a sort of a scare by scoring the opening goal. It's a Benitez team, so they were positioning really well. They pressed well in midfield. It took some time for us to get going, and they counter-attacked well as well with good pace. They got numbers forward. Slightly a risky strategy for a team of their stature coming to Old Trafford. But they played well first half. They scored a good goal. Lindelof and Smalling didn't position themselves really well. They played together in preseason, but really haven't played together since then. And it takes time to build a partnership for a centre back. And we lost Bailly and Jones due to injuries. So yeah, it took some time to go for them to grow into the game. Lindelof slipped, unfortunate, but if you look at it again, it's more of his positioning, and he wasn't really sure where to go. And the cutback sort of he had to reverse his momentum, which caused a slip. So it's more than just being unlucky. He didn't position himself right, which he himself said during the interview, post-match interview for MUTV. And we bounced back pretty quickly. I think after conceding, it sort of woke us up. Pogba started controlling the game a lot more. He took some time to get into it. Just came back off an injury, hasn't played much, so it was natural it would take time. But after we conceded, we really stepped up the gear and we boxed Newcastle in and got 2 well-deserved goals. Beautiful footwork from Pogba to just dink a ball, and beautiful header from Martial. And Ashley Young played really well. He's growing into a really good left back. He gets found out positionally. His space bails him out defensively. So against big teams, it would be a liability, but for now, he's doing well, doing really well. Beautiful cross for Smalling. He's got a goal after a long time, but yeah, we bounced back well after 2-1, and second half was always going to be all United. We dominated. Newcastle basically, when they tried to attack, we had so much space, so the goals were bound to come. And second half, what impressed me most, or what surprised me most, was that because we went down, because we were attacking so much, because Newcastle were boxed in, we had Rashford, Martial, Lukaku, Mata all on the same side of the pitch, and Valencia on the other side. So if all of them are dominant on the left side, then Valencia is on the right wing, and it was basically just overloading one side and creating width on the other side, as Valencia acting as a winger and he has this great endurance, great ability to run up and down the field. So that really helped stretch the game. And yeah, then so I think that's why Rashford and Martial usually don't play together, because they all want to play on the same wing or up front with Lukaku. So we are actually missing a right winger. We maybe in the summer, I expect Mourinho to buy an out-and-out winger, someone more comfortable on the right side, to give us other options. And we moved to 4-4-2, but it was quite a fluid front line. After Zlatan came on, Lukaku moved to right wing, so that was fun to see. It was great to have Zlatan back. He didn't get into much challenges, but that's expected. But his touch was really good, his passing was really good, vision was really good. It's great to have Zlatan back. And so yeah, it was a good 4-1 win. We are 8 points behind City. City won again. They played brilliantly. I just saw the highlights, and they got lucky. Company should have been sent off, but when a team is on form, they usually tend to get lucky a lot more. And Arsenal played well. That surprised me. I thought it would be a draw. I was hoping the Spurs would win, but Arsenal played well. They played better than Spurs. They were lucky with all the decisions, but still they were the better team. I saw the highlights, and they had more chances, more clear-cut chances than Spurs. Spurs didn't create much. Arsenal did have an advantage. It was a home game after international break, 12:30, so they were fresher. They're playing at their home, had that slight advantage, but that's no excuse. Spurs should have held their own at the very least. But I guess they just weren't at it. But Arsenal are cementing their sixth place. That's where I think they'll finish in the league. So good for them, good for the fans. And yeah, so 8 points behind City. Man United got Brighton next at home, which we should win. Got Watford away, which would be tricky, and we lost there last year, I think 3-1. So that would be tricky, and then we got Arsenal away, which might be tricky as well, and then we play City. So we got to keep pace with City as they have favourable fixtures too. And Chelsea had an easy 4-0 win. They play Liverpool next, so someone will drop points. That should help United at least get some gap from the chasing pack, who want to get up to second place. So I personally think the title will end up at Manchester. Hopefully United can catch City and overhaul them, but let's see. 8 points is not that bad, but we can't lose more ground. If it goes into double digits, it'll be really, really hard. So yeah, so this Champions League midweek, I'm not sure I'm going to watch it. Might just catch the highlights. But I'll definitely be back for the weekend. So see you guys all then. See ya.